Hi, in this video I will show you how to use exponential method in finding a roof mapping. Note carefully that exponential method is not only the method we use in finding a roof mapping. In mathematics, we have three main methods in finding a roof mapping. We have a linear method, and we have the method of inspection, and also we have the exponential method. All these methods works perfectly in solving a roof mapping. But note carefully that anytime you want to use each of the main method, it is based on certain conditions. You already know the linear method, how to use the linear method. Today I want to focus on the exponential method, how to use the exponential method in finding the roof mapping. Alright, before we start, let's look at this mapping. So within this mapping we have a set of numbers which represent the S value. It is titled to the domain, and we have this set of numbers which represent the Y value. It is also called the codomain. Now the whole theory of the exponential method is simple, and it is based on ratios. It states that anytime you find a ratio of a consecutive element in the codomain and get a constant value, then you can move forward to use the exponential method in finding a roof mapping. The consecutive approach that I'm talking here is the fact that it follows a pattern. So if you want to find a ratio among the codomain, it should be 24 divided by 12, which gives you what? 2, right? Then we have 12 divided by 6, which gives you what? 2. And we have 6 divided by 3, which gives you what? 2. After finding the consecutive ratio of each of the codomain, we had a constant value of what? 2. This tells us that we need to base on the exponential method in finding a roof mapping. And anytime you find your ratio and get a constant value like that, the formula that you need to use is this formula, which represent y equal to ar all raised to the power of x minus b. Is that clear? Yes. But before then, let's explain what this variables means in this formula. Now we have value a. The value a is there to represent the first value in relation to the mapping that we saw, or any mapping that you are working on. The value a is there to tell you the first element in the codomain. Don't forget, the first element in the codomain based on the rule that we are working on. So it is this rule, it is this mapping that we are working on, So the first element in our codomain is what? 3. So the a there in the formula is going to represent the 3, Don't forget, we need to do substitution here before finding the final roof mapping, alright? Then we have this r. The r simply there means ratio. Now, where did we talk of ratio here? Don't forget that before we use the exponential method in finding, before we even try to use the exponential method, we had an idea by finding the ratio of the consecutive element in the codomain. So what were the constant value that we had? It was 2, right? So that that's this value r is there going to represent what? The 2 that we had, Yes, and this we have this b, We have b. The b is there to represent the first element in the domain in relation to the mapping that we are working on, So the first element in the domain is what? 1, and this first element in the codomain is what? 3. This 3 represent the a initially, don't forget, and this 1 represent the b. Alright, so since we understand the concept like this, let's do this normal substitution. Now we have a equal to 3, r equal, which is the ratio, equal to 2, and we have b equal to 1. Now, based on the formula that we have, y equal to ar x minus b. So by substitution, where you see the a, you substitute 3 there, and also where you see the r, 2 raised to the power x minus 1. I'm sure you understand why the reason why this place is 1. The 1 is there to represent the b, So after finding all this thing, then we finally express the formula as this, y equal to 3 multiplied by 2 exponent x minus b. This tells us that in the mapping that we are looking at, in this mapping, our rule for this mapping is what? This formula, Our rule for this for that mapping is this formula, okay? Yeah, which is y equal to what? 3 multiplied by 2 exponent x minus b. Is that